Well, all right. Great job, Lily. Welcome to episode 16 of
Cocktails with Keith, with guest Lily. I'm Lily. Here's Keith.
Well, first off, lovely rendition. This is Lily. We decided to put to use a lot of Lily's competition dances and opportunities that she's not out there able to do recitals all during this time, or competitions, really. But let's get excited from Lily. She was dressed in her costume that she would be using right now. There we go. What do you think of that? Hello? A little bit more. I'm dressed as the usual obnoxious Boston sports fan, very successful Patriots one. Sorry, Charles Cook. Sorry, not sorry. So today, also, it's the daily convincing Kristen that she does not have coronavirus. So if you want to send any cards and letters and everything to Kristen, please remind her that she's okay and it's all right to not feel well after going through this every single day that we do. So, yeah, she's giggling, so we know she's still there. And she did hit the music, so she's still alive. So, do you have any questions or comments for the crowd before we go any further? About, I'm going to get into more about Lily, but anything that you wanted to add to begin with? What do you think of this dance? Is that an easy dance for you to do? Is it complicated? Is it anything that people should try at home? Or do you think there's anyone specifically you'd like to call out and you'd ask them to do the same dance and you'd like to see them send the video in? Anyone whose name rhymes with Shmena?
Shada.
Okay, Shayna, it's on you now. Anything else?
And Taylor McKayla.
Okay, so there you go. Amy, Mike, Eric, Michelle, have your kids do that. Send it in. So more about Lily, quickly. Lily, what is your favorite dessert?
Ice cream sundae.
Ice cream sundae?
Yeah.
Brownie sundae or just ice cream?
Brownie sundae.
Brownie sundae. Nailed it. What kind of ice cream is going to be in there? We previously said peppermint stick, so it's probably going to be something along those lines.
Sure, peppermint stick.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know.
So, last night, we're at the stage now where I have about 20 to 25 drinks on deck. I don't really know at any point which ones I'm going to do the next day, so each night I do a little review and I do some research. And last night when I was looking through whiskey drinks, specifically I was looking for rye drinks, and I came up with one that we're going to do today. We're not going to necessarily use rye, but what drink are we going to make for everyone today?
A New York sour.
New York sour. Woo! What's in a New York sour?
Okay. 2 ounces bourbon or rye.
Right, so we're going to go with bourbon today.
3/4 ounce simple syrup.
Right.
It's a good thing I know fractions. 1 ounce lemon juice.
Yep, we got that previously squeezed.
And then 1 ounce red wine.
Yeah, the red wine. Now that's going to be the fun part that's coming in now at the end. So tell us a little bit from what you understand about what a New York sour is.
Okay. The New York sour was first in the 1880s by...
It was supposed to be first invented.
The New York sour was first invented by the 1880s.
In the 1880s.
In the 1880s by a bartender in Chicago, and originally named it the Continental Sour. It gained popularity after a bartender in New York began making it and changing the name.
Right, so the drink itself is called the New York Sour, of all places. It was created in, the actual recipe and design of this was created in Chicago. Go Cubs. Not Bears. But it was created in Chicago, but cocktails over time, and especially back at this time frame, they're notorious for changing the names. So this drink was originally called the Continental Sour, then it was called a Southern Whiskey, then it was called the Brunswick Sour, it was called Chicago Sour. Eventually someone took it, went to New York with it, started making it there, it became far more popular, then it became the New York Sour. So we're going to move forward today with this being called the New York Sour. Carry on.
The cocktail is a whiskey sour with wine layered on top in order to enhance the appearance.
Right, so this is kind of a little 2-for-1 special you're getting today, because we're going to be making a whiskey sour with you today, so you're going to learn how to do that anyway. But also on top of that, we're going to top it off and change it a little bit, the appearance and the overall flavoring of it, by layering and making it a New York sour. So let's start to make the cocktail. So first, today also, because of the ingredients with the sweetness of the wine, the simple syrup, and the lemon juice, I wanted to go with this Woodford Reserve, which is double oaked. Thanks, Scott. And I think it has a little bit more complex flavoring, and it might be a little bit more robust to battle through some of the sweetness that could be in this drink. You can use anything you have at home. It doesn't matter if it's 1792, you have your own special rye, or anything else, bullet, bourbon, anything like that. We're going to use Woodford Reserve just because I think it's a little bit more manly
Stuff.
for this. Strong. So, here we go.
How much?
Let's put a little ice in there first, though.
Oh, here you go.
So first we're going to fill up the cocktail shaker with some ice. We already have a glass previously iced on this because this is going to be one of the few cocktails that we've been making so far that we shake and strain into an iced glass. So 2 shots. There we go. So far we've probably been going, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. We'll see. If anyone can chime in when Jono's going to speak up, you win $50. $50 gift card to the Jade East. And again, as always, we're never going to complain if there's a hint more booze in this, because it's Friday afternoon and we're having fun. Loving it.
There's stuff all over.
Technically, Lily has Monday off from school and whatnot, so that's great. So please don't shake that all over. There's bourbon going all over the place. So let's put in 3/4 simple syrup, so just right up to there. That'll do. All right. Toss that in there. Oh, here comes the hand again. The hand of God comes in and fixes everything. So a little bit of the previous, so it only took us about 2.5 to 3 weeks actually, that I finally have, right up to the line, I finally have some previously squeezed lemon juice in the refrigerator. So it's a little bit light, a little bit more, hint more. That'll do, that'll do. That'll be just fine for our purposes here today. So there's also, if you look this up, there's some recipes in this that actually have, so cap on, tap it out, nice and strong in there. I don't think that I like that backside. There we go. Now shake it up a little bit. So there's some recipes on there that actually have an egg white also added to the recipe. The egg white could add a little bit more in terms of body and texture to the drink. Keep going until it gets unbearable to touch.
What does that mean?
Too cold to touch. Do it another 5 seconds. That's good. Okay, so also, so there's a lot of, not a lot, but there's some recipes, yeah, you can take that off, but don't pour it yet, that say to add an egg white to this. It's not the traditional New York sour way. Some people like to be fancy and do that, but after the headache we had earlier in the week with the egg white, we're not even going to touch that and go near that at all. Basically, this is the kind of drink, when I looked at it, you know, a lot of people like the red wine, a lot of people like the whiskey. This is the drink that gives you both, so it's a dream. So here we go. Pour that in there. There we go. Dance it up, girl. Get it in there. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
There's stuff dripping from the side.
I know. Don't worry about it. That's because it's spilling. So also, listeners, if you want to send us in a new cocktail shaker, we're probably in need. That's good. All right. That'll do. That'll do just fine. Okay. So now she's going to actually layer the wine on the top of this.
You do the spoon.
I'll hold the spoon, and Lily's going to just layer it. And then we're going to garnish it off with the lemon peel. There you go. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Keep going. Nice. You got a good step. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's all right. We'll put this right over there. Again, we're not professionals. We just act like it. So a little lemon in there.
Wait, should I open up the thing?
Yep. Open up the oils and whatnot. Right around, little how do you do, but not too much because we don't want to break the layering. We don't want to break the layering. Little how do you do?
Little how do you do?
So there we go. There's your New York sour. See how it is.
Good.
It's a delicious drink. Now, So I've seen some recipes that also say that as you make the drink, you might want to take your first sip, take a picture as everyone's doing, put it on Instagram and whatnot. But then you might want to swirl it up so you're really getting the bourbon with the wine, so you're not just getting a heavy sip of the wine. Or when you take a sip, just take a longer sip so it can really incorporate itself back in there. It's a delicious drink. I think it's a great drink for today. It's a Friday drink. I expect to see a few of these coming back in because everyone now has all the recipes. I'm sure most of you, hopefully Amy, has red wine. And I know a lot of you already have your bourbon and your whiskey anyway. You just really need to have your simple syrup, which you can make on your own, and your lemon juice. So get a bunch of lemons, get 10, 20, use them over the next few weeks.
This simple syrup is boiled down honey and sugar.
Sugar and water.
Sugar and water.
This is a delicious drink, and we're going to have a couple of these today. Thank you, Lily, once again for a delicious drink. Stay safe and drink up.
Bye.